Yeah. So good afternoon, everybody. I'm Manjri Desai. On behalf of Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agriculture, I welcome you all to today's program. This is the second webinar in the series of showcasing technology and creating opportunities for new entrepreneurs. We have with us Dr. Sapre, Dr. Sanjay Bhuyer. We have with us Mr. Anil Manikar. So this program is on showcasing the technology in processing technology of turmeric, onion, garlic, and ginger. Before we begin the program, I would like to request Dr. Arun Sapre. He is the advisor to the Rajiv Gandhi Science and Technology Commission to set the tone of the meeting.
Thank you, madam. It's a pleasure to talk to you, particularly when Sanjay Bhuyer, who has taken the technology, to a level where it is now almost acceptable to the people, and there is a good chance that this technology will get, more users and help also the entrepreneurship development. Rajiv Gandhi Science and Technology Commission has been supporting research programs with a very specific mandate that it should be application oriented. So with this particular focus, we have been supporting projects at various institutions, research institutions, and projects which have a potential for development of a technology which could find an application is the basic criteria, overall criteria that we apply. And so far, quite a few projects have shown some promising results. Now, the technology developed at the laboratory has its own limitations. It has to be taken further and it has to be packaged for delivery at the user's level. Now, that is where I think we are still working on. Some of these technologies being simpler type or the not up the high-tech area. So they have, there's not much trouble in that. Only thing is the whole package has to be delivered to the user, because ultimately user says you give us the complete package. And that's where I think we are still to some extent struggling. Now with the help of this Maratha Chamber, I think we have this technology transfer cell is set up primarily to really bring in consultants, entrepreneurs, project engineers, so that the basic technology which has been developed at the lab level would be further taken, packaged properly, and delivered to the whoever is interested in adopting that. Now, this is we have been covering all areas, including the food processing, chemicals, then medical formulations, then even some of the gadgets development, process developments. So the area is quite wide, and we have been working in various sectors. Food processing, one area which has a very strong relevance with the rural economy, particularly agro processing and the food processing is the raw material supplies primarily at the village level, at the farm level. So this has a potential for creating the entrepreneurship at the village level, and that is where I think it has become a more sensitive subject in the sense that yes, this should be pushed, and that's where we have been working with Maratha Chamber to identify the potential project engineers and the consultants who would help in taking further the technology which is already developed and proven at the laboratory level. Even at the laboratory level, it is not only lab scale work, but it's a scaled up type of work. I would say one can say that it's a pilot plant level work done already. And that's where I think there is an advantage. So our project funding has helped in developing these little scaled up models, which are in some cases are already working at the lab level and even at at the field level. Some of these technologies have been tried at the field level also. So I think there is a big scope and there is a big potential, big possibility that these technologies could be adopted by a large number of people. Second point is that these technologies are basically for decentralized use. You can have varied scales of operation at the entrepreneurship level, and that is where I think, depending on the investment capacity of the individual, I think the capacity could be decided with the right kind of investment that is available, linkages with the financial institutions, and also to some extent marketing linkages. Now these support systems will come in place only when there is somebody takes a step further and says that we adopt the technology and at least start working on it. I think in my opinion, the solutions would come on its own, in the sense that once you start working on it, I think there is a good possibility that you will find the outlets there. So this is one technology which has been adopted already, and it has a scope for further adoption, widespread, horizontal spread, and that is where we are interested in. And the commission is very keen that some of this technology should be put to use. Users must come forward, and if they are coming forward, I think we should help them out in adopting these technologies. I think there is a potential there, and I would say that with Dr. Bhoyer's presentation, I think the participants will have an idea to what extent the possibility exists. And I think Maratha Chamber has been helping us in identification of the entrepreneurs and in the consultants. So I think we can take it forward in the near future. We have already made attempts. Some initial success is there, but I think it has to go in a little bigger way, and then it should be persistently followed up, so that perhaps I think we will see some good success. Thank you so much, and I wish the best for this particular webinar. People will be helpful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sapre, for giving an excellent overview of what the Rajiv Gandhi Science and Technology Commission is doing and how Maratha Chamber is cooperating with the Rajiv Gandhi Science and Technology Commission to help create more entrepreneurs and help in commercialization of technology. I would also like to invite Dr. Anil Manikar. He's the Secretary of the Rajiv Gandhi Science and Technology Commission, to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Madam. And I must also thank Professor Bhoyer for coming over and joining us. And he's going to make a nice presentation, which will be useful for many, I'm sure. Especially my senior colleague and my mentor, Dr. Sapre, has already outlined the activities of Rajiv Gandhi Science and Technology Commission. And I think many of you may be already aware of RGSTC, as we call it in short, is a unit of Government of Maharashtra with the primary objective of encouraging scientific and technological research which has a direct application for the society. And under these efforts, we support financially several research projects to various educational institutions and universities all over the Maharashtra. And whatever comes out of such research, the development of a new technology or new idea or something unique which can benefit the society, the objective of RGSTC is to take that benefit for the common people. It should be passed on. It should not remain within the laboratories of the educational institutes itself, or it should not remain in the project reports of the universities or institutions where the work has been done. It should come out, it should proliferate, it should benefit many people, and that's how I think the society will grow. So under this objective, I must thank MCCIA for helping us out of the way with this technology transfer cell. And today is the second such kind of a discussion we are going to hold very soon. And I'm sure all of you who have joined this webinar will definitely have many more questions to ask the project investigator, to Dr. Bhoyer. So I won't take much of your time. I would wish you all the best, and I'm sure you all will enjoy this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anil Manikar. I would like to inform you that this program is brought to you jointly with MCCIA, United Nations Development Program, UNDP, and GIZ, German Development Corporation. They are all working towards creating entrepreneurship, towards strengthening of the economy, and creating viable means of inclusive growth so that everybody develops, everybody is given an opportunity. And with this, we also further the mandate of the Chamber of creating entrepreneurship, creating an economy wherein everybody is strengthened and can look after their own selves rather than seeking jobs. With this, I would like to introduce Dr. Sanjay Bhuyer. He's an eminent scientist. He's a professor and head Department of Soil Science and Agriculture Chemistry section with Dr. Punjab Rao Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapeeth in Akola. His achievements are many. He is a recipient of the late Shri Vasant Rao Naik Memorial Gold Medal for research development of small scale, low cost, simple technology for production of biodiesel from non-edible oil in the year 2005. Not only this, he has received the Mahindra Samriddhi India Agriculture Awards 2014 for PDKV turmeric processing technology, which is the technology under discussion today. He is also the recipient of the Best Agricultural Scientific Award 2014-15 by the Samruddha Kisan Award instituted by Me Marathi channel. He is a fellow of Indian Society of Agriculture and Biochemist. He has filed one patent in 2009, which is under examination. And he has completed many projects, including a project on processing technology of turmeric, onion, ginger, garlic, which is very much in demand. We are having these sessions with Dr. Bhuyer for the past 3 years. And each time we have showcased this technology, there is a lot of interest which is generated and a lot of people who want to adopt this technology and make it a business model. So we at the Chamber are here to bring this to you so that you can explore this opportunity and see whether you would like to commercialize it and adopt it as a business model. With this, I welcome all of you to today's program, and I would request Dr. Sanjay Bhuyer to take over from here and make his presentation. We would have a question and answer session. Preferably, you should put it on chat. Even while the presentation is going on, you may put your questions on the chat. By the end of the presentation, we will be taking each and every question. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Bhuyer.
Thank you very much. Today is the birthday of missile man, with the scientific stalwart of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former president, and he wrote the book Wings of Fire. With the science and technology, how we can explore our ideas and how we reach to the infinity. So first, starting with I would like to thank Neil Manekar sir, Dr. Arun Sapre sir, who is personally running this webinar. There's Mr. Manjari Desai, who is the organizer from the MCCI and UNDP. So today is our webinar schedule on the topic exploring new business opportunities, jointly organized by MCCI, UNDP, RGSP, and Dr. PDK. So the technology which is now being quoted by earlier speaker, processing technology, which is newer technology, innovative technology, ginger, onion, and garlic. All these are the perishable commodities, which is lost. And there is a figure that almost 30 to 14% vegetable and food loss due to non-processing and due to not having facilities for preservation or for storing. So the process which is developed, process we say, is complete mechanism.
Sorry for an interruption. I think your audio is not clear. Many people are saying that.
Okay. May I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible now, but maybe sometimes it becomes weak. Is your microphone nearby? Is microphone nearby? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So, hello. Now I am audible. Hello. Huh. So this is innovative process, complete mechanized process, which is a battery of the equipment and machineries we are using for processing from fresh fruit and vegetables, particularly rhizomes. The gist of the technology is enzyme denaturation. This enzyme globalization, so that should not be deterioration.
तुमचा माईक जरा जवळ घ्या.
We can retain. Hello.
हा, माईक जरा थोडा जवळ ठेवा.
येतो आहे.
हा.
Hello.
हा, आता येईल. हा.
So, because of the mechanized process, it is complete hygienic process, and here we can have a maximum recovery of the final products, which may be powder, dry concentrates, flakes, in case of sodium, kibbles, or meals in case of the garlic. So, being a special technology which retains the color of the processing material, which is natural color, flavor, and active ingredient for which we can use this particularly turmeric, ginger, garlic. And last important point is that because of existing technologies, the traditional technology, there are some deterioration of the product, and they may not be reach the export standards. So here we have taken care that under the mechanized process, we have to be reached to the export standard so that our concentrates which are being made with this technology can be exported to European countries, European Union. Then, presently, we are mostly exporting this turmeric powder or onion powder to the Gulf countries. So we have to be explore the market, possibility to explore the market. I think that we already discussed because these are the perishable commodities. Technology is needed for increasing shelf life and off-season availability. Yeah.
Dr. Bhuyer, if you switch off your video, so maybe you will get a better bandwidth.
Is it okay?
Yeah, now you talk. Yeah, slightly better.
Yeah, this might be due to connection. So off-season availability, then almost these are particularly spices containing the alkaloids, which has a medicinal value that can be that is needed for the processing. Then value addition, we are almost talking about the value addition, and mostly now what we are needed is the rural entrepreneurship, is where there's the production of these products from the that should be processed in that particular area, so that the farmer may get the higher prices of the material. So as I told you, there are active ingredients which has a commercial value. Turmeric has a curcumin, the yellow color to the turmeric powder is because of the ginger has a gingerol which has a medicinal value. Onion and garlic has a allicin, which is organosulfur compound. So these are the compounds or alkaloids present in this particular turmeric, ginger, onion and garlic, which has a market value, and we will process or we can use this material for extraction of these particular curcumin, gingerol, allicin for medicinal use. The technology for which we are talking, technology for processing of farm-fresh turmeric rhizome, which in this technology, why I am talking about this, the innovative technology, because we are surpassing or we are bypassing the steps of cooking of the turmeric rhizome. Second, we have new dryers for this turmeric, pre-processed turmeric, and we are not doing the polishing of any material. as this technology will get directly either dry concentrate powder, or we will get the flakes, which is dried flakes or dried pieces. So same technology. And what we will do, if we have a established this processing plant, it will be operated for 3 to 4 months. And what we will do for that? So we have again re-researched this technology, and a very encouraging result we have obtained. Particularly, this same equipment and machineries, with the addition of some add-on pre-processing equipment, we can put ginger or other non-perfect food or vegetables or food by using this technology. So from ginger we can process for ginger powder or flakes, which we call it as a salt. From onion we get the flakes, kibbles, as all onion powder, as well as from garlic we will get the powder, flakes and beans. So we can run this plant throughout the year by with the help of multiple inputs, and we'll get the quality powder or quality products from this. Flowchart. You can see first one is fresh turmeric, garlic, ginger, or onion, which is there is a need of second step, which consists first of the pre-process, which consists of washing in case of turmeric and ginger, and peeling in case of garlic. There is no need of peeling in case of onion. Then after that, second step, we will slice, cut or dice the material. In case of turmeric and ginger, we will slice the material to increase the surface area of the material, so that there should be a better enzyme denaturation treatment, as well as the surface increment will help us to speeder drying of the that particular treated material. Then onion and garlic we did dicing or cutting into pieces, so that the surface area can be improved. Then the gist of this technology is the enzyme denaturation. We will do with the further derivation or further activities which is happening during the drying, which has been arrested, and we'll get the product as such, which is having a natural colors, then flavor, aroma, and other alkaloids which is in the that particular material. Then the last step, which is drying or dehydration, we can say. So here we use the mechanical dryer. We can't allow the material to dry into the open air, because if we dry it in open air, even though there is an increment of temperature of 55 to 50 there is a retention of the moisture about 10%. So for any perishable material, if you want to keep it more, increase its shelf life, we have to dry it up to 5 to 6%. If we dry up to that level, so then there is no infection of the microbes, quality is improved, and shelf life is also improved. So it can be possible only with the use of the mechanical dryers. And after drying, the last process is pulverization. For plastic use, we have to pulverize this material to the powder, and airtight packing is needed. So it should not be again reabsorb the moisture, and there should not be deterioration. So this is the by considering the types of the equipment, we can complete the batch of drying within a 4 to 6 hours. So onion or drying of onion will need a little bit lesser time as compared to the garlic, ginger, and turmeric. That is also depending upon the content of the moisture in the particular. So the project consists of the project which we have been discussing here is a 2.5 ton, 25 quintal batch type complex material project, and by using two different type of processes, we can process 5 ton or 10 ton per day. That I will tell you. We'll see in picture. So recovery of the product, depending upon the moisture content in the particular rhizomes, from the turmeric we get the 22% recovery. of the powder, not talking about the dried rice, the finish and final product of the turmeric. From ginger, we'll get about 20% will get 20%. And barley, we get 30% recovery of powder or dry material. So this is the scenario of the 2.5 ton plant, capacity plant. All the equipment which we are using has a drying efficiency of 24%, and a grinding efficiency of 99%. This plant we need a continuous supply, uninterrupted supply of the electric power. That is about 25 is be connected to the grid only in case of only in this case. Otherwise, it will go for the drying of go for the pulverization of the dried rhizome. Minimum requirement of the electricity power is 45 HP. So here, entire plant run on the connected load of 25 HP. If we go section wise, so what will be the configuration of the processing plant? The first section is raw material receiving, storage and handling section. It will lead the lifting facility, conveying facility, suitable storage. Then second section, cleaning and washing section. Here we will clean the material. There is adhesion of the soil as well as hairs on the turmeric and ginger. And for onion and garlic, we need to peel it. Then cutting and slicing section. This is the third section where we need to cut the rhizomes or bulb into suitable sizes for which we are processing. If we are processing for making of the powder, we can cut the rhizomes of turmeric and ginger into slices. And if you want to put it for the particularly turmeric, put it for the extraction of the by solvent extraction method, then we need to go for the dicing, the dices, these cuts of the 1 to 1.5 centimeter. So accordingly, we can select the process of the primary processing, which is either we go for the slices, dices, or cubes. Then the enzyme denaturation, where by avoiding open boiling, cooking, and all these things, we have denatured the material, all material denatured by using special type of the reactor vessel, which has a capacity of 25 liters, around the volume of 3000 liters. And that I will show you in the picture. Then last step is dryer. Here we can use different types of dryer, steam dryer or electric dryer. Steam electric based dryer, that may be a spray dryer, rotary tower dryer, or continuous type of dryer. So based on the dryers which we have chosen for the establishment of the plant, we can see by only choosing of the dryer, we can increase the capacity from 2.5 to 10. So that I will show you in the picture. Then last section is the pulverization section. Grinders or pulverizers we need to use in this section. It is free from the moisture section, so that in that same section we can pack material as per the requirement. If you want to export or if you want to supply into bulk, packing should be 25 to 30 kg. And if you want to go in the domestic market, the packing may be between 200 and 2 kg. So such type of packaging machineries are available in the market, so we can put it into the processing plant. Then last section, utilities and peripheries. Here, if you use the boiler, to go for the boiler, we have a boiler, water treatment plant, control center, air compressor for cooling, etc. All these are the utilities and peripheries required for the processing. So these are the first when material reaches to the processing plant, we have to go for the washing. So here I am showing the picture of the 7-roller washer type, which can be used for washing of turmeric and ginger only. There is no need of onion and garlic. This is cutting and dicing machine. So this is special type of designed machine. If you want to go for slices, you have to put the material here. Here you will get the slices just like a potato chips, elongated slices from turmeric and ginger. And if you want to dice, we have to put the material here. So here, this plate cuts it into the 1 to 1.5 centimeter lead dices, and this material we can use for the processing. However, in case of onion, we have to slice it vertically. So different type of add-on equipment slicer we need to use, and then garlic we can dice from this. So this is the picture of the inlet natural vessel, for which I am happy. The vessel consists of 300 liter. There is an elevator, elevation-based elevator, which has been provided to load the area. And after loading, the treatment is around 1 to 1.60 minutes, and we will get the denatured material from this vessel. This is a specially designed vessel for denaturation. This is the plant. Here you can see the first plant we have established at Salgare district, Sangli. The plant has a capacity of 2.5 tons because the dryer which is used, this plant is a cabinet type walk-in dryer, tray dryer. So 2.5 ton capacity, each dryer being used. The 2 dryers has been placed. So after putting the first batch in drying, we can use the second, again process, reprocess. And by the time it will be dried, again we will get the first iron. Plant entire drying and processing which has been used, steam has been used for processing purposes, drying purposes. It has a connected of PHP, and this is the photograph of denatured cells, and this is the decantation. Oil. The second project, 2 ton per day project, Spoke Food and Industry at Builder District of Ahmedabad. This was the process plant, the material. What you're sitting here, selling the window outside the plant. It is on the Aurangabad third floor. Many people have purchased their required thermidix from this shop. This is the machinery equipment, the washing machine, washer, denatured vessel, cutting machine. This is dryer. Here is also dryer being installed based on the steam-based drying, walk-in-based dryer. The interesting thing is this. This entrepreneur also started this. He also developed the brand, Shivneri brand, and we are selling his material under that name, under that brand Shivneri by using this pure and also this supplying the material. So here the important thing is that cost of production of turmeric and ginger means by considering the moisture content, so we need the 5 kg ginger or turmeric for getting the 1 kg of the powder. So the cost of 5 kg turmeric at the harvesting stage, with turmeric I'm talking here, it will be around 10 to 15 rupees per kg. Here we put the figure 10 rupees. Ginger 20 to 100 rupees kg. Here we'll put the figure 20 rupees, lowest price, which is at the time of harvesting available to the farmer. So by this, we will need the input of 50 rupees turmeric and 100 rupees ginger, raw ginger. For cleaning 1 kg, putting this assumption, cleaning and cutting, required for 5 kg and 5 kg for this cleaning and cutting. Then denaturation and drying 5 kg per kg of the powder assumption. Then grinding of the powder 2 rupees per kg, and manpower requirement cost has been considered 2 rupees, and other overhead 1 rupee. So we can value add raw material into 85 rupees. So 55 rupees marketing. Here we will get, for getting 1 kg of powder, we have case of G garlic, sorry, Indian garlic. Okay, cut and paste. So 85 rupees turmeric powder will get, and from 135 rupees per kg processing ginger. The same way for the onion and garlic, requirement of onion will be around 10 kg. So 50% recovery only there. Requirement of 7 kg. Requirement of garlic 3 kg. We have 30% recovery. Considering their cost 10 and 20 rupees per kg respectively raw material, for getting 1 kg of the onion powder, input will be 170 rupees, and for garlic powder it will be around 84. So this is the picture. All the cost has been considered on the basis of the market wholesale rate. So these are the products which we will get from the processing using this technology. Onion powder, onion flakes, then red onion powder, garlic powder. We can even process the beet, one type of soup. So such type of product we get from the by using this technology. These are the value added of onion and garlic. Most RTE foods. This is white onion figures. These are the crops of onion. These are the meals of the garlic. So these are the products we will get. We need to go for the separate type of technology only by cutting. After drying, these cables get separated. And if you use it for the polarization, we'll get the powder. Otherwise, we will get the cable. Same thing is with the mix. Garlic mix. So as I told you, the export food, our innovative entrepreneur, he is selling the product on internet as well as he is selling the product on Amazon also. He also this time he is entering into the Amazon festival. So these are the prices he quote for the dried coriander. He is making in the same plant. Dried coriander 300 rupees, 600 rupees per kg. He is putting the price. Turmeric powder 30 kg, 3,600 means around 120 rupees per kg. He is demanding the price for turmeric powder. Here are turmeric flakes, which has a 5% which is around 200 rupees per kg. He is selling right. The interesting thing I would like to mention here is about this turmeric flake. So now the people are interested in quality or unadulterated material. So by these flakes, you can easily make powder into your home mixer or home grinder. So innovative idea he put into the into the business is selling the flakes of 1 kg and half kg packaging. So those who some people directly buying his flakes from his processing unit or from the getting available in some shops in Aurangabad, and they are directly making their powder in their home, so that they have satisfaction that they are getting the pure material. These rhizobrowns, this has been used for technology, either or you can ground it into the powder. This is Kasturi turmeric powder for face tag, which is fine powder below 200 ml is selling with parachute 1,200 rupees per kg. Ginger powder is the price 800 rupees per kg. Then dried chili. As I told you, any fruit and vegetable can be dried in the controlled condition. It has offered the price of 400 rupees per kg for dried chili, and dried ginger 600 rupees. So these are the products S4 Industries launched based on our. Here one important thing, eBay is also in the marketing of onion powder. The price of 400 gram onion powder is 170. Onion powder here eBay is selling at the cost of 617 rupees, which has a production cost of around 80-90 rupees per. This is the market. When this is about the garlic powder. Here you can see cost mentioned on the website by eBay, 199 rupees. So per kg it will be around 3,900 rupees per kg. So this is the marketing of the powder, of the concentrate. You can say dry concentrate powder, which are being all the different by putting on the label that it's organic material. As about our technology, we are claiming that we will get this curcumin content higher as compared to the traditional method. So here one of the batches of curcumin content 3.80%. Has been obtained from the government lab, by the lab, based at Mumbai, and with the quality of the flex powder is in the picture. So, constraint very important for establishing this plant. We have to go for the agency of the Pollution Control Board, express rate of interest. Yeah.
Yeah, can I intervene? Actually, almost all participants are not able to hear you. We can hear you, but the voice is not very clear because it keeps on coming in spurts. So, how many more slides to go?
4 slides.
4 slides. Okay, we'll at least complete the presentation, and we hope that the question answer is a little better. Please continue.
Actually, that might be due to interruption in the connectivity. So this is the project cost which we need to be establishment of this project. 5 ton or 10 ton per day. So here we have not interfered in the cost of land and electric feeder. Civil structure we need around 3,000 square feet, which will be cost around 50 lakhs. We have only these figures of the equipment and machinery. Cleaning and washing machine 5 lakh, cutting and blanching machine 10 lakh, rhizome denaturing reactor will cost around 20 lakhs. There are 2 types of dryer. Flexibility is here. If you go for the cabinet dryer, the cost is around 30 lakhs. And continuous conveyor belt dryer, if you can use up to your plant, the cost will be around 80 lakhs. So this is the choice of the entrepreneur whether he want to go for the 5 ton plant or 10 ton plant. Here we have to do only modification. The rest of the equipment and machinery are same. Grinding and pulverizing machines 6 to 10 lakhs based on the capacity of the plant. Conveyor and elevator 5 to 20 lakhs. So either we have to go for semi-automation or complete automation. Then this is if you go for the boiler or electric supply, then 15 lakh will be the cost of the boiler. Cooling tower 2 lakh, compressor and other peripherals 3.50 lakh. So if you go for the 5 ton plant with cabinet dryer, walk-in cabinet dryer, the cost of the machinery and equipment will be around 1.26 lakh, 1 crore 26 lakh. And if you go for the 10 ton capacity plant with automation, the cost will be around 1.78 to 1.80 lakhs, 1 crore 80 lakhs. So thank you. Session is open for discussion. Hello, madam.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, sir, we could see the presentation, but there were some issues with
internet
the audio quality.
Yeah.
So yes, we will definitely try. We will see how the recording of this session has come. We will upload it on the YouTube, and you'll be able to. We'll share the link with you as soon as it is done. So the link will have the presentation as well. And with regards to questions, I mean, I understand that it was not very clear, but the presentation was clear. Would you like to put in your questions? You may raise your hands, or we could you could put your questions in chat. Yes, Mr. Rokde, you can ask your question. Please unmute yourself, ask your question and mute yourself again. Yes, Mr. Rokde, please go ahead with your question.
I think we may not share the screen now so that Professor Boyer will be visible in screen.
Yeah, you can close the PPT now. That's right.
Manjari Madam, Kiran Deshpande here. My
Yes,
question to
please go ahead.
Dr. Sanjay Boyer, which are the countries where there is a great market for these products?
Please unmute yourself, Dr. Boyer.
Yeah, you can speak now.
Yeah, Dr. Boyer, which are the countries where there is an export market?
Actually, turmeric, we are exporter of the 85% turmeric produced in the country. And potential market for turmeric right now is in the Gulf country. But if we improve the quality of the product, we can go for the European Union or US market. We get the good price, even in Australia.
Okay. And what about ginger and onion?
Onion is also has a good market because there is one place in Gujarat wherein 150 onion processing industries have been established and they are exporting onion powder to the Gulf country.
Okay. Are we having any imports?
there
Do we have imports of these type of products in India so that there can be import substitution?
Actually, I'm not aware about that, particularly in case of marketing.
So we ourselves have a good market to export this product because we are very good in it.
He want import, substitutional import. What is substitutional import? Okay.
Party lower here.
I'm not sure if we're importing haldi because we are manufacturing a lot of haldi ourselves. So we are not really importing it.
The other product he is asking.
So one more question from Mr. Sachin Vahile and Mr. Sudesh Sonavne is what is the market potential for these products? And similar question by Mr. Vahile is there a good market for these products?
Also, Mr. Ashish Patel has raised a hand.
Yes, Mr. Ashish Patel, please go ahead.
My question is that how much kg is produced the turmeric in 10 kg? If there is any solid form, how much kg is produced in powder form?
10 kg.
15 kg in 10 kg. And what about onions?
See, recovery is 20%, 20 to 25%. You can calculate. From 100 kg, we'll get 20 kg or 20 kg. Onion recovery is around 12 to 14%.
12 to 14%.
Yeah.
Okay.
The onion contains highest moisture. 14 will be the highest.
Okay. For onion.
For garlic, it is around 30%.
What is the shelf life of the product?
See, we are here claiming about 1 year, but if we put the moisture below 5%, then there is no question about the shelf life. We can put it to more than 50 years. Only there should not be contamination or absorption.
Do we need any approvals if we want to export to Europe?
Yeah. We have to follow all the procedures, the export procedures.
So there is one more question by Mr. Govardhan. Curcumin extracted by this process is of pharma grade. He wants to understand.
Pardon?
Whether it's a pharma grade.
Is the curcumin extracted of pharma grade? I think he means.
Yes.
Does it
Pharma grade, 99%. It's based on the type of the extraction. If you go for the supercritical type of extraction, we will get the more purity. If you go for the solvent-based extraction, we will get the less purity.
Yeah, there was somebody else who had raised the hand. Could you please unmute yourself and speak?
Which is the judging parameter for turmeric? It is ready for pulverizing.
It's moisture content for pulverization.
What is the in-house method for analyzing?
There is in-house, no, it is the thumb rule. If it is broken by pressing it into the figure, then it will be ready for the.
And how will you compare it with sun drying and dehydration?
Yeah, sun drying we can't go below the 10% moisture. Sun drying moisture is more than 10%. Sun
For
drying,
dehydration, will it do?
it will be around 5%, below 6%. 5%.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Alok Kulkarni has a question. How much land is required to set up the extraction plant?
Extraction, we are talking about processing plant. Processing plant, 300 square feet shed we will be needed. 3,000 square feet shed, and about 10,000 square feet plant will be sufficient for processing, entire processing.
One more question by Mr. Govardhan.
Vacuum. Yes, excuse me. Vacuum packing of turmeric in a pouch. It should be with the nitrogen flush or only vacuum packing?
No. There is no need of vacuum packing to any of these material. Only we have to put it in airtight. There is no need of nitrogen also.
Okay.
Only there should not be any air or remain in the packet. Just simple packaging.
What are the contact address of Dr. Sanjay Bhoyer? Email and phone numbers?
So actually, please get in touch with us so that we will connect you with Dr. Bhoyer. Get in touch with MCCIA.
Which onion,
There is
white
one
or
more
red, is
question.
preferred for drying?
That is actually that has been made differentiate by the processor. We can process either red or white onion. Powder will be white onion powder will be little bit yellowish, and red onion powder will be little bit violet. But the allicin content in both the onion remains same. So which is actually so there is no question of red or white. But red will get the more recovery from the red onion as compared to the white.
Okay.
Mr. Chandrasekhar Patil, you can unmute yourself and put your question forth.
Doctor, what is the smallest capacity of denaturization capsule?
2.5 ton per batch.
It can't be lowered further.
Actually, what happened, the yield of these products, means if you only think about the turmeric, yield of the turmeric is 200 quintal per acre. So if we reduce down the processing unit, then it will not be fit out the CB ratio. It is the minimum capacity we have to install.
Thank you.
25 quintal a batch.
Okay, thank you.
It may be cost also may go up if the size is reduced further.
Yeah. Remaining pay barrel requirement is the same. So that's why I have mentioned the figure. If only by increasing the capacity of the dryer, we can without changing the pre-processing equipment, we can increase the capacity of the plant from 5 to 20.
Dr. Boyer, will it be able to get certified organically processing unit?
Yes, the material is organic, then there is no change in the technology.
Okay. So the output can be considered as organic after this.
Yeah. You have to maintain the organic processing standards.
Yeah.
There will not be adulteration of other material. Process is almost same. Only material is organic.
Okay.
Ms. Ujjwala, would you like to ask your question?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir. Hello. Sir, I think we met before also in the meeting of Anil Kapodkar, sir. My question is that we have a design and manufacturing of the machine facilities. And I want to ask you that how to develop and design the manufacture the machines for your technology. How we can adapt the procedure, what is the procedure we should adapt so that we can manufacture the machines for your technology?
Actually, I think in that much meeting, it has been decided that you should be in the contact with the MCCI. They will identify you and users, those who are interested, we will ask them to approach you, and we'll give you the design and all the technology. If you are interested, please be in the contact with the MCCI.
So, Ms. Ujjwala has been identified as one of the consultants who would help in actually installation and commercialization of the technology. We'll arrange for a separate meeting in the forthcoming week and see how we can. She's talking about creating multiple machineries so that, we can also achieve the economies of scale, and transfer of technology would become very easy with that. So we'll have a discussion with Dr. Sapre and Mr. Manikar and yourself so that we can take this forward.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
So, any more questions? There are some questions which have been put up, like is there any residual product? Does it have any value? Whatever is remnant of the after processing the turmeric. That is one question. Actually, I saw.
There is the pollution-free processing. We didn't get any byproduct or residual product from it. The final product is the powder or the ginger powder.
Yeah, I think it is more like a dehydration. So only perhaps the moisture will go out. The solid is all powder.
Participants, we have launched a feedback poll. Please requesting everyone to take the poll.
We are taking a few more questions because the audio we had actually scheduled it till 4:30.
No, questions will continue. I have just announced that poll we have launched, nothing else.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yes, in this particular meeting, we had left it open for both people who are looking at exploring this technology to start a business, as well as those people who are consultants who can help in establishing this technology. For instance, I saw a message from Mr. Alok Kulkarni that they are land consultants and they can help in government licensing. So these are also the kind of people who are welcome to connect with us. The poll which my colleague Amol is talking about, you fill in the poll if you are interested in taking this forward, and if you are either as an entrepreneur or as a consultant, so that post this meeting we can arrange for another meeting with Dr. Boyer. So yeah, you may please continue your questions for another 10 minutes before we conclude the session.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello. Yeah. I'm having a question. So, what is the scope for coriander powder and red onion powder? Because if you have an option to choose the fresh coriander, will we go for the dried coriander? Does people accept it? Do
So that is one of the examples which you have shown. What the processors are doing. Actually, we are not forcing to go for material processing of the material which is readily available in the market. That was the slide. What the export industry is doing. That have only.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead, Mr. Patikar.
Is there any project cost for this from Dr. Sir?
What?
Project? Know-how.
Yeah, actually, once you convince to.
Huh? Pardon, sir?
So the process is like this. ते पुढे तुम्हाला हा प्रोजेक्ट घ्यायचा असेल तर त्याची एक प्रोसेस आहे. You have to get in touch with Maratha Chamber of Commerce and you express की तुम्हाला ह्याच्यामध्ये business setup करायचा आहे. The second step will be that there is a formal MOU between the Punjabrao Deshmukh Vidyapeeth आणि with the entrepreneur, with yourself.
Okay.
आणि त्याच्यानंतर we will get a consultant to help you install the entire project. The steps अशी आहे. The fees is very nominal, which has to be paid at the time of signing the MOU to the university. Maratha Chamber is not going to take anything in the process. So it is, we will just help you to connect with the scientist, with the university and yourself.
See, myself having manufacturing unit also for various equipments. For those whether that drawing, detailing, all those things we will get from the university or we have to develop ourselves.
Actually, what happened, except this treatment vessel, all the equipment and machinery available in the market, you can choose as per your requirement.
Okay, thank you, sir.
As per the discussion, what I gathered is turmeric polishing and all, it is not required in your process?
No, there is no need of polishing. So we didn't get the dried rice also.
So you save the time in production.
Yeah. And that our recovery will also be increased. Because during polishing, we have removed the skin of the material.
The machineries are all SS made, stainless steel?
Yeah. Being a whole processing equipment, we should have to go for SS304.
SS304.
Yeah, Mr. Sachin, you can ask your question.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the presentation. So what is once we invested that much money, what are the, how long it takes to recover all this roughly?
For BEP break-even point, we will require 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years. Okay. And how come how much the distance matter? Like the garlic farmers are somewhere, turmeric farmers are in Sangli area, onions are in Lasalgaon and Nashik area. So how to choose a right place for setting up this unit? How much that will?
Yeah, that is the important thing. The material which is produced in area, you can process. Because for transportation, there is a lot of investment, and product cost will be increased.
100% extracted असं त्यांना ते जर का म्हणलं की प्रोडक्ट मध्ये हे आहे आणि ते
Doctor, this process technology can be used for beetroot as well?
Yeah. I have shown the powder of beetroot there in the picture. No?
Yeah, okay.
Any non-pulpy fruit and vegetable is a process. Food-like process.
Dr. Boyer, any idea about the government subsidies which are available for this project? A lot of our participants are asking this question.
Yeah, subsidies are available. NHB is giving around 40% subsidy. Our first plant back that 40% subsidy from NHM, NHB, NHM. EIC, District Industrial Center, also offering subsidy, and Ministry of Food also offering some subsidies. So that is the skill of the entrepreneur, how to get the subsidy. Because second plant, till we are not getting the subsidy of Aurangabad plant, he is struggling for getting the subsidy. That depends on the entrepreneur.
Perhaps NABARD will be able to give this input better. NABARD may be able to give a comprehensive picture from where what is available.
Yeah, so we also plan to invite NABARD eventually and address one of these sessions for the different kind of farm-based products which can be set up.
In fact, they have certain schemes where the Government of India provides credit facility through NABARD. And I think that also needs to be properly looked into. Because I think there is, regarding food processing, there are, I think, a lot of incentives available already.
Yeah.
I also feel like NCCI may have more detailed answers regarding subsidy and finances available and other possibilities. And I'm sure if individually MCCI is contacted by those who are interested, they may get more information. Of course, Dr. Sanjay Boyer also is always available, I'm sure.
Yeah. So Amol, if you can launch the feedback session. So ह्याच्यामध्ये ज्यांना interest आहे ह्याला for a follow-up meeting may please fill in your requirements in the feedback form. Amol, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yeah. Before we go to the feedback point, I might say, since today there was audio quality problem because of the technical issue and internet bandwidth and other things, maybe we may request Dr. Boyer as well as Manjari ma'am to repeat this program maybe on some other suitable day after a few days or maybe after a week or 2 weeks, something like that. It might be beneficial to all.
So we would actually set out the quality of the video which has been, which is published after this. If the video still captures the disturbances, then in that case we'll arrange for a session. But if the video is all right, then we will definitely circulate the video link to all the 160 participants who have registered for this program. And some of them did get annoyed and leave the program in between because they could not hear Dr. Boyer properly.
Actually,
much we could do about it. I mean, whatever effort we would have put in, it would not rectify the problem because it's a technology glitch beyond our control.
So even the climate is little, I think, hostile for this communication. Yeah.
Even since yesterday we didn't have the power. I'm sitting in the home and attending.
What about use of dehumidifier in the project, sir?
Pardon?
No, there is no need.
No need, sir. While packing and all.
No, there is no need.
Because all these products are very hygroscopic. So
Yeah, they are. That's why I mentioned that there is a need of airtight packing. Otherwise, it will be more hardened than the stone also. We can.
What is the feedback captured?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right then. So I thank Dr. Sanjay Bhoyer, Dr. Arun Sapre, Mr. Anil Manikar, and all our participants and my backend team for supporting this program. So thank you all. We will conclude the program. We will connect with all the participants again. We will share the link of the video. And if you have any other query, we will arrange for a follow-up meeting. Thank you all. Thank you so much. We conclude the program.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. I think it's a nice arrangement.
Thank you to all. Thank you so much, ma'am, and her entire team. And of course, thanks to Dr. Sanjay Bhoyer also.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, and sorry for interruption during.
No, Sanjay Bhoyer, you have been quite cooperative all the time. So then, I think we are confident that you will continue your effort.